We are recording. Welcome to this business presentation. My name is Ellen, and here on this live webinar, there's a handful of other coaches. So maybe you're on and you're a coach, and maybe you're on because you just have questions about what this whole coaching thing is. So first of all, I want to thank you so much for your time. And I want to keep things really brief out of respect for your time. And it looks like we have some people on from the Midwest and the East Coast. So I promise to keep things rather brief. So let me go ahead and share my screen and start our presentation. Okay, so once again, I want to thank you so much on behalf of Team Play Hard for taking your time and coming on the live recording. And it'll be fairly informal, and I just want to sort of introduce the opportunity to you. Really briefly, a little bit about who I am. My name is Ellen. I'm currently a 6-star diamond coach in our company. Married, I have 3 teenage kids. I have dogs that I'm hoping will be quiet during our presentation. My team could tell you that they're never quiet during any of our presentations, but I think I've got the lockdown on them tonight. So really what I want to highlight about myself in this slide is that I didn't graduate college, and that's kind of part of my story. It's definitely not the story of everyone on my team, but it's kind of part of my story that I want to share with you tonight, that I didn't graduate college because I decided to run off and get married and have kids. So you might be wondering what in the world Beachbody is. So let me just start from the beginning. Beachbody was founded by John Congdon and Carl Deichler back in 1998. So the company's been around for quite some time. And really the first program that put Beachbody on the map and gave it any notoriety at all was P90X. So you can see by this graphic that there was a couple of programs that preceded P90X, but P90X was the first one that really caught the nation by storm. And there was, you know, at the time, there were infomercials, right? And so what was extraordinarily special about P90X is that it worked and it was changing lives. And the reason it happened to work is because it was promising that if you worked really hard and you ate well, you would get results. And that was pretty different from what was being advertised on infomercials at the time of like Thigh Master and all these gizmos and gadgets, you know, and those types of things are still around today. These promises that people can lose weight, get in shape, you know, easily with a pill or the snap of a finger or whatever. P90X was really different and it was effective. So again, Beachbody itself began in '98, but what we are, this network, like coaches, we weren't around at that time. We didn't exist. The network, the opportunity that I'm sharing with you tonight didn't exist. It was just home workout. Well, in 2007, John Congdon and Carl Deichler were like, hey, all these people that had these like mad results with Turbo Jam and Slim and Six and Power 90 and P90X, they're like they're like selling our products. We should give them a cut. And of course I'm paraphrasing. I don't know how the conversation exactly went, but something to that effect. They wanted the people that were having results to be able to get a cut, to be able to make money and have an income opportunity. So the network was born in 2007. And we call ourselves the network, us coaches. And since the network was born in '07, this slide is a snapshot of how many products and programs have launched. I mean, just like feast your eyes on this slide. The company is producing unbelievable programs and products to like to hit like the wide net of people's needs for fitness. You've got everything from a 3-day refresh to a vegan cleanse to the asylum, which is like as high impact as you get, to Tai Chang, which is as low impact as you get. We have the gamut, and the company has not even come close to stopping. In fact, coming up this year, 2016, there are 3 new home workouts that are going to be launched. So it's pretty exciting. One is Hammer and Chisel. Then Tony Horton has a new program called Hardcore that is kind of military based. And then there's a new top secret program coming out in the summer. And there's a new Shakeology flavor that's coffee flavored, cafe latte, that's coming out too. So the reason I wanted to show you these 2 slides, like the inception of the company and then the network and how it's grown and how long it's been around, is because there are lots of like networking opportunities out there today. Like there's a bazillion of them, but it's really important when you're considering maybe joining one of these networks that you like know the history and that you've done your homework and that you can see how long the program has been, how long the company has been around. And I'm going to see if I can mute someone. Let me see. Let me just see if I can find who's not muted. I think I got it. I think I got it. Okay. So, let's see. Embers, can you see who's not muted? Are we good now? I'm trying to mute. I'm getting some interference. Bear with me. If you can mute your line, if you're not muted, it will cut down on that interference. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep on going. So again, if you look back at where the company began in 2007, you can see from this graphic the revenue growth of the company. And in fact, this slide is from 2014, and today in 2015, we are already a billion-dollar company trending to be a $5 billion company. So there's a lot of credibility with Beachbody. The network, which again is the coaches, has also skyrocketed. So in 2007, when the opportunity was created for people like you and I to share fitness and nutrition with others, there were only 40 founding coaches. Today, there are actually 400,000. So again, this slide is slightly dated. It's a year old. And again, the network today, there are 400,000 coaches. So what makes us unique? Why are we different? And what do we do? We are unique, like I touched on earlier, because we are actually promising that it takes good nutrition and hard work and a supportive community to get results. We're not saying you get rich quick. We are not saying you get fit easy. We're saying it takes work. And another thing that makes us really special is that we're not just connecting people to a product, we're actually connecting people to people and people to a product and a community that loves and supports them through it. Our cornerstone is definitely Shakeology. It's our #1 nutritional product. We have lots of nutritional products. We have the 21-day fix and the 3-day refresh and the ultimate reset, and we have the all-new performance line for athletes. But Shakeology really is our cornerstone. And you can hear so many anecdotal stories. If we were to unmute the coaches on this call right now, they would each probably testify to something different anecdotally and how Shakeology has affected them. Maybe they would say they have less sugar cravings, or they've noticed that they have healthier looking skin and their hair and nails grow faster, or maybe they'll say they have more regularity and less bloating, or a better libido. I mean, you could throw a dart and you're going to hear a different testimonial about how this product has changed their life. But the cool thing is that Shakeology has actually undergone clinical trials, so it has been clinically proven to help people lose weight, clinically proven. So this is a non-biased third party. It's been clinically proven to help people lose weight, lower bad cholesterol, and lower blood sugar levels. So Shakeology costs for customers $4.40 a day. For coaches, it costs us $3.90 a day because we save 25%. So you're looking at a $4 a day, roughly, shake. Some people use it as a meal replacement. People that want to lose weight often use it as just a meal replacement. And so I want to talk about why it is such a good value at that price. It is not just some expensive protein powder. And I say that and laugh because I think that a lot of times that's people's first impression is, gosh, that's a lot of money for a protein powder. But it's actually an incredible value because it's so much more than a protein powder. First of all, it's all natural. It's low glycemic. It is low carb. It is low sugar. It is obviously full of protein, but it's also a vitamin and mineral replacement. It is high fiber. It is full of antioxidants. It's full of pre and probiotics and phytochemicals and phytonutrients and digestive enzymes to get your whole entire gut and stomach working well so that you're absorbing more nutrition out of not just your shake, but out of all the food you eat all day long. It's also full of superfoods. I mean, it is truly the densest nutrition you can take in a day. It would equivalate, I don't know if that's the right word, to all of what you need as far as fruits and vegetables in a day. It's like the Mac Daddy for about $4 a day. And there's a vegan option as well, and the protein source from the vegan option is a pea protein. And that's really our #1 product. So I'm going to get a little fired up on these next few slides because these are some of the proven results. These are people that I know. In fact, I'm even in, there's even a picture of me in this first slide here. And there's Nick and some of the people on this webinar tonight, you're going to see pictures of. So these are some proven results. I'm not finished yet, so just bear with me here. There's another look at some proven results. Pretty impressive. Not done yet. There's another one. And let me just show you one more slide like that. Okay, so the reason I'm so excited about those 4 slides is because those are just some of our coaches. Those are just some of our coaches. And on my team today, we are about 600 strong. And these are just some of the before and after pictures from some of the programs that some of my coaches shared with me in the last, oh my gosh, 4, 5, 6 months. So I want you to think about all the pictures that just flashed before your eyes. Each one of those people has affected dozens, if not hundreds, of customers and coaches on their team. So the ripple effect of those last 4 slides that I just buzzed through has made a profound impact on their community, not just their like local community, but their cyber community, because we use Facebook and we have the internet and we work with people on Facebook, which means we can work with people anywhere. So there's a feeling when you're a coach of having a deep sense of purpose, and meaning, like what you do in the world matters. And when I see those slides, I think about how much all of those people matter to the people that they've had an impact on. So what is a coach? Well, let me just say what a coach doesn't need to be. They don't need to be an expert on nutrition. They do not need to be a fitness professional. They could be just an average Joe Schmo. They could be someone that has is not an athlete, is just beginning their own fitness journey and inviting people to come alongside them and support them. They do not have to be at their goal body, and they certainly do not have to be a salesperson. I would say our team is not salesy. We are just people that love our products and share them. Let me power through. We are almost there. Okay, some of the benefits of being a coach, we get to set our own hours. We can work when we want, as often as we want, as much as we want. We can be full-time. We can be super, super, super part-time. We can build our business online, doing Facebook challenge groups, or we can do it in person, doing things in our homes and shake-and shares and fit clubs. So it really can take a custom look depending on who you are, who's in your life, and what you want to do with the business. We get to share our passion and really attract people by being our healthiest version of ourselves. We've got tons of support and mentorship. And here's what you can expect from our team. One, we have new coach trainings every single month. In fact, we have one starting November 9th. So if you are watching this webinar live or you're watching the recording, we have a new coach training starting on Monday. It's 3 weeks long. We have weekly team calls, and they're just like this, you guys. We come on together. There's anywhere from 12 to 25 of us, and we just bring ourselves together and talk about a topic that we think builds our business. We do monthly team challenges. So just for an example, in October, we did a spooky, scary challenge, and there was a big giveaway. And this month, we did a fun bingo challenge, and there's going to be a giveaway. We do fun team building events. We have leadership training that goes beyond new coach training. And we have a Facebook team page where you can come for a sense of community with other coaches, but also get your questions answered. We do lots of praise, recognition, and accountability. And lastly, we actually have quite a bit of fun together. So here's a snapshot of some of the things that you can do live. You can do fit clubs in a church, in a park, in a school. This picture on the top of the screen to the right is a quarterly Beachbody event, and they're held all over the country. So that's something you can do live quarterly with coaches in your geographical area. And then underneath that, this crazy goofy picture is our annual coach summit. And that is some of the members on our team that went to Nashville, Tennessee this last summer. And then this picture where my cursor is floating around, that's an example of our Monday night team call, where we just come together and talk about bettering ourselves as people and with our business. So there's a couple of options, and I want to wrap up here. There's a couple of options. One, you could do nothing. Obviously, that's an option, and just like take in the information and do nothing. Another option is you could join our family. You could join as a coach, and that looks lots of different ways for lots of different people. We bring so many different skill sets to the table. Like I said, I didn't graduate college, and I was really, really in a position where I needed to earn a supplemental income for our family. And so that was why I became a coach, because I really genuinely like people. I love health and fitness, but I really needed an income opportunity. That is not why everyone joins the team. Some join just to take advantage of the discount. And we actually call them discount coaches or discount members. They don't want to use their website, and they don't want to do the new coach trainings, and they don't want to do the team calls. They just want Shakeology to be 25% less every month. And that is totally cool. And then there's hobby coaches on our team that kind of dabble in it, and they just kind of like do a little bit of, run a challenge group here and there, and they want just a little bit of extra added income because that helps their family. And then there's people like myself that are just all in, really looking for financial freedom. And I'm really at a point now, 3.5 years in, where, and it's not get rich quick, just like it's not get fit easy, but I'm really at a point now where I can earn a full-time income with part-time hours because of this business. And then the other option is that you just join as a customer, and you just sort of get to know our products, and maybe you take a program and you work through it from day 1 to day 60, or day 1 to day 21, or whatever the program is. And I'm going to wrap up here real quick. So there's challenge packs, and I won't belabor these next couple slides because we're out of time, but a challenge pack is basically when someone who is either enrolling as a coach or a customer bundles Shakeology with a workout, they're able to save money that way. And in fact, it waives the enrollment fee as a coach when you buy a challenge pack. Otherwise, the enrollment fee is $40. The monthly coaching costs, you might wonder, are $16 a month. I refer to them as your dues. And for $16 a month, you get your websites where people can shop. And that's really like an unbelievable steal. You do not have to advertise because the company spends $1 million a year in infomercials, and everybody knows what our programs and products are. The advertising is done for us. So I recently had a friend go through a business venture and start a new business, and literally started going $400,000 in the red to start. And with this business, $16 a month, and you're a CEO. You own your own business. So it's pretty awesome in that regard. To wrap, what you can expect from whoever invited you. They'll probably follow up with you. None of us are pushy, so no one on this call or no one who invited you is going to pressure you or arm twist you into joining the team. We don't want that. We only want you with open arms to join our family and our team if it's something that you feel is a really good fit. So the person who invited you will probably ask, what did you like about the presentation? They'll probably inquire, did it feel like it could possibly be a good fit? And then lastly, would it appeal to you to enroll as a coach or enroll as a customer? And I'll tell you, on that middle bubble, if you enjoy health and fitness, or maybe you're struggling with your own health and fitness, those are good indications that this might be a good fit. If you like social media or you like people, those are good indications too that this business might be a good fit for you. So with that, I want to thank you so much for coming on. I'm going to stop screen share so we'll be able to see everybody's face again. And if you have any questions for me or anyone who invited you, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm going to stop the share. There's also a chat function, so if you want to type a question, you can type a question and then we can answer it. So any questions? Wave your hand and I'll unmute you. Dare. Okay, hang on, Dare. Give me a sec. Okay, Dare.
Thank you. So I guess one of my questions is, and Beth has been really good about working with me and trying to give me some ideas. Sorry, I've got a whiny dog here. Put him down. I'm now that I'm a stay-at-home mom and I'm in a completely different state, time zone, everything, I'm having a hard time connecting with people besides social media. So what are some extra ideas that you guys have? So, I mean, I've been in a state for, a year. I volunteered at my son's school just so I can kind of get to know some people, but my resources, because I know I'm no longer in the public, or I'm not, I'm just, the grocery store and doing yard work type of thing. How do you guys get that besides pestering your Facebook people that you currently have? I mean, it's just, I'm literally, I don't know anybody out here except, I've talked to my neighbors. I'm a coach, but I've got, one neighbor just down the street. I'm trying to get him to sign up as a coach, but he's hunting right now. And so that's what I'm just trying to, how do you guys, I've been a coach for 6 to 8 months now, getting new people. But I don't have the resources that I was used to having before.
Does anyone else want to take that?
I'm open to anything.
Yeah, I'll answer that. From my perspective, I actually primarily use social media. So I think with a little bit more time and experience under your belt, I think you'll probably become more comfortable reaching out to those people you already know. Because I think that's what's going to build the base of your business. And it's certainly going to be, we call it the warm market, the people that are most likely to join with you, whether it be for a challenge or whether it be to sign up as a coach. Those are the most likely ones that are going to do it. And it doesn't have to be pestering. There's always that fear with new coaches. They're afraid they're going to bother others. But what we do in this team, we simply invite. We just share and invite. And if they're interested, then that's awesome. And if they're not interested, then you still are friends, So no love lost there.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, Christy just posted in the chat bar that she posted a link. It's the Meg Wazinski call on our Team Play Hard team page that addresses that really well. There.
Okay.
I'll
check that out.
I'll tag you in that. Thanks, Christy.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Any other questions or comments or thoughts? Any of you that are on that already are coaches want to share anything?
I think you did a great job, Ellen. So I feel like you covered it.
We're a motley crew. We come from all different backgrounds, different ages, different socioeconomic statuses, different temperaments. We mesh really well together. This is actually this is kind of like how our team calls go. Actually, they're probably a little bit more casual and even less formal than this. Anyway, hold on. Let's see. There's a chat from Annabelle. Do you have to take PIO size? Oh my gosh, that's such a good question. That's a great question. Okay, Annabelle is asking about I'm so glad. Actually, that should be part of my presentation. She's asking about Beachbody Live. So Beachbody has decided to roll out just a couple years ago. So this is still a baby. They've decided to roll out live classes in the gyms. So they have PIO Live, Insanity Live, P90X Live, Turbo Kick, and Size. Did I forget one? Did I forget one? Who am I? I'm a master trainer. I think I forgot one. Anyway, so actually a lot of people that know me really get that confused because they look at my social media and I am a fitness professional. And so they look at me and they see me posting like all this class stuff and master training and teaching in the gym. And then they see me posting about coaching, like home workouts and home stuff and team stuff. And here's the answer. The answer is, it's going to sound like a trick question. The answer is they're very, very separate, but then there's also sort of a gray area in between. So let me explain. You absolutely do not have to be a fitness professional to be a Beachbody coach, like at all. Not at all. But a lot of fitness professionals that teach Zumba and teach body pump and teach cycle and teach the live classes like Insanity and Pyo and Size, a lot of them, because they love helping people, obviously, and they care about fitness, a lot of them want more tools in their tool belt to A, make income, and B, to help people get in even better shape. So a lot of fitness professionals are like, hey, I want to do that coaching thing. I want to add that to my tool belt. And on the opposite side of the spectrum, a lot of coaches that are just coaches that do the home workouts and post about their home workouts and drink their shake and post about drinking their shake and love helping people. A lot of those people are like, hey, I really enjoy helping people with their fitness. Maybe I should cross over and start teaching in a gym and teaching live. Like maybe I should become a fitness professional. So you do end up seeing a lot of crossover and people that are both fitness professionals and coaches. But the truth is they're separate camps. Some people just teach like Insanity Live and Pyo Live and they're not coaches. And I'm like, what the heck? Why wouldn't you want to be a coach? And then there's people that are just coaches that don't want to teach in a gym. And I'm like, hey, don't you want to teach in a gym? But no, it's totally separate, and yet there's a blurry line. I hope that makes sense, you guys. That was a great question. Okay, I'm reading the chat. Hang on. Okay, hold on. I'm going to read. There's some great questions going into the chat bar. You guys can unmute yourselves, too. Okay, let me make sure I got all these. Oh, Christy said, by the way, Christy's my sister, and she's in Missouri, and I'm in Oregon. Christy, wave. Okay, so Christy says, if you look at the top coaches in our company, they're not fitness professionals. They're actually like just good business people. They're just good, really awesome business people. One thing I really didn't mention that is awesome about our company is that they say there's 3 keys to success, and it's true. One of them is that we're inviting, which just means we're being healthy and happy and talking about it, so we're inviting. 2 is that we're a product of the product. Like we are the real deal. We're drinking the shake. We're doing a home workout. We're the real deal. So A, we're inviting. B, we're a product of the product. But lastly, they say to have success, you have to be working on your heart and your mind and doing personal development 10 minutes every day. And that is something our team has really like embraced, is we need to be listening and reading personal development and working on our character. And anyway, our company has great people in it. So let's see. What does, okay, Nicole asked, what does a hobby coach look like to be, great question, Nicole. So I would say a hobby coach looks like, I would say Brian Saunders is one of our awesome coaches. He's high ranking, he's a diamond coach, but it's like a hobby. I would say he doesn't spend tons of time, like, I should show you my schedule. He doesn't spend, I'm gonna show you my schedule, hold on. This is my schedule. I've been working on it. So this is, I'm actually doing like part-time, full-time income, part-time work, probably 20 hours a week on coaching. I would say a hobby coach spends maybe an hour to 2 a day, depending. And most of that work is like being on Facebook, posting in groups, encouraging people. Most of our quote-unquote work is quite fun stuff. Yeah. And anyone else want to touch on that? Hobby coach? What does a hobby coach look like? Shannon definitely needs to start teaching Zumba. I'm reading the chat bar. And Jessica Peterson is the author of what book? I missed that one. Oh. A book called Wow about social media. Okay, got it. Any other questions or comments, you guys?
Yeah, there's a new one down in the chat there, Ellen.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Well, what is it? Okay. So to make extra money, you're getting others to buy products under you and getting them to sign up in coaches. Okay, that is such a good question. All right. So let me think about how to answer that quickly. It's not a pyramid scheme. So the reason I say it like that is because people wonder, and I wondered. I was kind of like, I need more income. I don't know what to do. The debt collectors are calling. We can't pay our mortgage. But I don't want to do one of those pyramid schemes. Like, I don't want to do one of those. I don't want to do something like that. And so I was leery. And I learned about our structure of marketing, and I researched it, and I didn't research what Beachbody had to say about it, because I knew that Beachbody would have a bias. So I just researched about binary direct marketing or multi-level marketing structures, and I kind of did my homework on Google. And one of the reasons I was willing also to give it a second thought, well, we were in a pretty dire financial situation, but I also really trusted the upline coach. And I knew she was a woman of integrity. And I was like, why would she be doing one of those pyramid things? And so there's two different ways, really, there's two different kind of compensation plans. So when someone enrolls as a coach, they've got, like, right away, they have their website available, and they're limited to only being able to earn 25% off of anything anyone buys. So if someone wants to buy a challenge pack or Shakeology or a workout program and they want me to be their coach, I get 25% of whatever they buy. By the way, we offer the trifecta. So if someone's like, what do you do? What's a coach do? I say, well, I help with fitness, nutrition, and support. Not everyone wants all three. Some people don't want the support. Like, they don't want you to check on them. They just want P90X and to be left alone. Some people want just the nutrition and they don't want the home workout. We love our home workouts and we know they work, but we don't pretend that they're the perfect fitness solution for everybody. Maybe I should speak for myself, coaches, but I don't believe a home workout is everyone's cup of tea. I think some people need to run 5Ks, and some people need to work out with a personal trainer, and some people need to take Zumba classes every week, and some people need to do a home workout, and some people need to do all of it, or a couple of things. And so we just try to find out, like, what does that person really need and how can we help them? And if selling someone a home workout is not going to work for them, I'm not going to sell them a home workout. So commission 25% is one way of earning money. Again, that limits us to sales. And I would say if you were to throw a dart on the coaches on my team, I would say we're not salesy. So the team building and recruiting other coaches is a part of that compensation, another layer of the compensation plan. And as you grow a sort of a team of coaches under you, and work with mentoring them, which I have a huge heart for. I love that side. I love that side of the business so much. There's a different type of compensation plan with bonuses and such. And actually, that in the longer scheme of the business, that is actually more profitable than the commissions. Anyone else want to, Jake, Christy, Jen, anyone want to jump in on that one?
Yeah, no, I agree. We're not salesy, and no one in this business is going to make a lot of money on commissions. That's not how people get really rich in this company. It is about building a team of like-minded people just working together for the same goal with the same objective. And over time, as Ellen said, that team volume that we produce, there's a team, essentially a bonus that's paid out weekly, and that's where with time that can be pretty substantial.
And I guess I will speak to the not being salesy because I'm a science geek lab who doesn't speak to people for like 8 hours a day, and I'm really shy, and I'm making a go of this. And I find people like me who are also not salesy and kind of shy around people. And it works because I care about the products and I care about the people, and it speaks to them. So.
Did we answer the question or just make it more confusing?
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. No, thank you. That's awesome. I mean, I guess realistically then, like how many people do you need to, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, how you can do it, part-time, with the kids and other jobs, business and all that stuff, and still actually, have it worthwhile. You know what I mean?
Ellen, can I speak to that?
Totally, and then I want to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I work full-time at the lab. I have 2 kids, just like other people who have jobs. And so what I do is I've carved out I make mine early in the morning because I'm an early morning person, but from 5 to 6 a.m. and then from usually 7 to 8 p.m. I dedicate, that's the time I have. I just had to find when the kids were busy, that's their TV time, and that's when I make it work. And so I just have to be very, very focused in that hour or 2 I get a day and make it work. And maybe my business isn't going to grow as fast as some who can work 8 hours a day, but it's growing.
I don't think we have anyone on the team. Well, maybe a little bit, Kara and Emily, that are kind of full timers. Most of us. Let me speak to it from where I've been at. My kids are teenagers, though. Like I already said, we desperately needed money. Like we were losing our house. I was like, I'm gonna sleep under a bridge. So I was like, I need to really, but I had a job. I had a job. I just didn't pay the bills. And I couldn't make any more money. You can't teach 40 classes a week. So I couldn't make a good income in the fitness industry as much as I loved it. And I didn't have a college degree. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. I just need to make more money. And by the way, I totally looked into another company. And it was Arbonne, and this is nothing against Arbonne. Arbonne is probably wonderful. I just don't get excited about skincare, and I get excited about fitness. So that's why, for me, this was a better fit. So I basically, and I had this conversation. Where'd Cassie go? Is Cassie still on? Cassie might have gotten off, but I had this conversation. Oh, there you are. I had this conversation with her today where I had to say to my family, these are my dreams, and I believe that I can get there with this company, and I beg your forbearance. My life is going to go a little bit out of balance for a season. I'm going to be getting up extra early, and I'm going to be on Facebook at night probably a little bit more than I want to be. I'm going to probably not clean the house as much as I should, and I'm not going to prepare the best dinners. I'm going to, you guys are going to suffer a little bit. Please give me this grace and give me some forbearance and let me just be out of balance just for a season. And it has basically been a 3-year season. And it's not that I've been a horrible mother for 3 years. I'm not saying that. But the kids have had to have sacrifices. But now they're going to reap the benefits, because now I am able to make a handsome income and work significantly less hours. I am about to quit my job, my job. Apparently, I can't put this on YouTube now. Now that I've said that. So much for the recording. But I plan on quitting my job, and now I'm going to be able to give back to them so much more, and sit down and have a beautiful dinner on the table every single night if that's what I want. And so that's how it looked for me. But that's not how it has looked for all the other coaches. Some balance better than I do. I just had to throw all my chips on the table. And okay, the other thing I was gonna say, because Nicole, you asked about like how much does it take? You kind of have to, I'm kind of like always looking for people who this company might bless. And so, in other words, I'm kind of always in recruiting. I'm always in like kind of recruiting mode, and I'm not creepy. I don't want someone to join the team if it's not going to work for them. I don't want, that's like work on my part that is a waste of time. It's work on their part that is a waste of their time. So I'm really only looking to see like, maybe, is it a good fit for someone? And I'm kind of always looking to grow the team, my team, in that respect. Some people come on board and it isn't a good fit, and they don't end up like sticking it out, and you know, so, and then some come on board and it's like Cinderella's slipper. Like this was like, I mean, if you look at our team, like Jake on that team call, remember how it resonated with you when I said, imagine if this company were gone and we didn't have it in our lives anymore. Like,
yep.
It was, so I don't know where I was on a tangent there. Oh, how many does it take? So I would say like it takes one of the ranks that typically makes, usually when you're a diamond coach, you're making a significant like supplemental income and like a hobby type income, $1,000 extra or so a month is this diamond rank. And usually those are teams of about 10 to 12, 8, 10, 12, the way it rolls out. Jake.
Yeah.
Were you gonna, I felt like you were gonna like piggyback off of that. Or say it better.
No, I think you nailed it. I don't have anything to add actually.
Wait,
Any other
Christina.
questions out there?
Christina said, Christy, unmute. Can you unmute? Oh, you can't unmute. Okay, so she says, people give it 1 year, an hour a day, every day, and maybe a few extra hours on the weekends. Yeah.
I think everybody can give up their favorite TV show for a year.
Oh yeah, I heard on the national call, or maybe it was at the leadership, I heard it, one of the top coaches saying like, the whole country was reading Shades of Grey. And she's like, I missed that whole series because I was trying to get my business up and running. Do customers create accounts to buy from their coach? This is from Annabelle. Do customers create accounts to buy from their coach, or can they buy from one coach then jump to another to buy? Ooh, I asked this because, okay, that's a really good question. So you can, they can change to you. They can change and they can request that you become their coach, and it's pretty simple to do. So. Oh, I know what I should say. This is kind of a big deal. I think this will interest Annabelle, Nicole, you guys. When you first start out and you have two coaches, like you get two people to sign up, and even if they're like your mom and your best friend and they don't want to build a business, let's say they just want a discount, but you get two people to sign up, you suddenly become this new rank called Emerald Rank. And the reason that rank is a big deal and we really celebrate it on our team is because Beachbody is like, oh, they're a team builder. They signed up two coaches. Let's reward them. And so they start sending you customer leads. So you guys all know there's infomercials, and you can buy product from beachbody.com instead of through a coach. Like instead of through your coach down the street, you can buy online. Or you can pick up the phone and call and order that way. Beachbody will send those customer leads to their to coaches. So we end up with, I mean, I have hundreds of coaches that were just given to me via the lead program. So then when the new products come out, like Hammer and Chisel or Hardcore, or when 21 Day Fix came out, and when PiYo came out, and when T25 came out, yes, Nicole, yes, the lead program. Totally. That's how Nick, wave your hand. Nick is a customer lead of mine, and he's one of like my favorite coaches, and he lives in Kansas. So they reward you, like Beachbody rewards you handsomely when you work. And so so they start sending you customers, and then those customers are linked to they're like knitted to your business center. Oh my gosh, it's been an hour, you guys. Our presentation was like 25, 30 minutes, but it was a great discussion. I think we're losing people. Well, why don't we wrap it up? And if you guys want to follow up with any of us or have any other questions, this is what we do. So you can find us on Facebook 24/7. I'm just kidding. We have lives, kind of. Any other closing thoughts, anybody? I'll stop the recording.